This is video number 72, and it's going to be for all the instruments again, violin, viola, cello, and bass. There is one little thing on number 112 that's going to be different for cello and bass, but I still feel like we can do this and actually, believe it or not, be more effective with me playing on violin for all of them. So because we're continuing to work on slurs, I want you to be able to see my bow really well, and that works a little bit better on video when I'm playing on violin. You can see my bow direction. So if you really are still struggling with number 109, exit out of this video, get 109 really good before you attempt to do this video, because the slurs are going to get more complicated here, okay? All right, we're going to start to do 110, and I want you just to shadow bow, of course, D major 4/4 time, like most of our songs. And I'm just going to have the quarter notes on. I'm not going to put the eighth notes on. Shadow bow, 110. Now here, we're slurring between D, E. We also have F sharp. Before we do 110, let's practice. Let's make sure we still have our slurs right. Just do a D to the E. Echo me. D, E, go. D, E, freeze. Make sure at the tip. Okay. Now do E, D. And with me. And go. E, D. Freeze at the frog. Then again, down bow D to E. And go. D, E, freeze. Now to E to D. And go. E, D. Okay, now I want you to look at 110 and just shadow bow from the beginning, and we're going to work on one particular area there in just a minute. Shadow bow 110 from the beginning. Notice your last note's going to get 3 full beats. Okay, 1, 2, 110, shadow bow, down, bow, rest. Now F sharp, E, rest, rest, down, bow, rest. Now F sharp, up bow, F sharp, E, rest, rest. Now down, F sharp, up, down, up, down, up. Now 3 counts. 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, off. Okay? Find measure 5. Find measure 5. And just play measure 5 after me. Okay, measure 5, echo me. D, F sharp, E, go. Down, up. Try it again, echo me. Measure 5. C, and go. Down, up. Okay, now do 5 and 6. 6 is the same thing. You just gotta do it twice now. With me now, 1, 2, 5, and 6, and go. Down, up, down, up. Try again, 5 and 6 with me, and 1, 2, 5, and 6, and go. Down, up, down, up. That's the hardest part right there. Okay, let's go from the beginning now. Now that you just did 5 and 6, the mistake some of you are going to make right now is playing during the rest. Be careful. You're going to go D, E, rest, rest. Okay? 110, and red C, and go. D, rest, rest, now F sharp. Rest, rest, down bow. Rest, rest, now up bow. Rest, rest. Down. Okay, I would encourage you to practice, pause the video and practice that till you get that, because again, these are going to get more complicated. Okay, we're going to go into 111. Now 111 in some ways is easier because there are no rest, but in some ways it is a little bit more difficult. If you'll look at measure 5 and 6 real quick though, look at 5 to the end. It's the same thing as 110, 5 to the end. So you've already learned half this song. Okay, 111, shadow bow, and 1, 2, 111, shadow bow, down, up. Now E to D. E to F sharp, up, down, up. Measure 5, just like 110. Down, up, down, up. Now 3 counts. 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, off. okay? Do just measure 1 and 2. Just measure 1 and 2, echo me. Measure 1 and 2. A very common problem here is for people to go to F sharp and measure 2. Don't do it, okay? 111, measure 1 and 2, echo me. And 1, 2, red C, and go. D, E, 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 D, D. Try it again with me this time, and measure 1 and 2, and go. Down, up, down, up. Okay, now do measure 3 and 4, echo me. Measure 3 and 4. And 1, 2, red C, and go. E, F sharp, down, up. Play with me now. Measure 3 and 4, and red C, and go. Down, up. Okay, now play from the beginning. Okay, if you're struggling with just those chunks and measures, just 2 measures at a time, you're not ready to do from the beginning. Pause, practice until you get your coordination going. It's going to take some of you longer than others. That's just life. That's just how it is. Some of us are naturally more coordinated than others. If you've played piano before, you might not find this that difficult. Okay, from the beginning. 111 together. 1, 2, red C, and go. Down, up, down, up. E to F. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, off. Okay? So at this point, again, you might need to pause and learn this one because each one gets progressively more difficult and rather quickly. So unless when you find 111 easy, you're ready for 112. Okay, we're going to go into 112. Now what's going to happen here, violins and violas, you don't have to deal with this until 113. But cellos and basses, you're actually going to have to slur and cross strings. Now violins and violas, go ahead and listen to this part too. Whenever we slur and cross strings, you have to keep your finger down, like make a tunnel, okay? And we've been working on independent fingers and all that kind of stuff, but you have to. It's not an option now because, think about this. If I'm going from G to A and I'm slurring and I pick up my G finger and my bow is still moving, what has happened? I have now played open D. And what I want is this sound, listen. I kept my G finger down, okay? Now, if I pick it up, listen. You hear that? You hear that sound? We don't want that. Keep it down. Now, cellos, you're gonna have to do that in measure 4. Basses, you're gonna have to do that in measure 3. Violins and violas, you don't have to do it at all on this one. Why? Because in measure 4, it has you using 4th finger for the A instead of open A. Cellos are playing open A there. Basses, you're going from F sharp to open G in measure 3. That's why you have to do it there. So this is the only thing that's different for the other instruments. Okay, shadow bow 112, and it's just the D major, it's basically D major scale. Just repeat some notes, okay? Shadow bow 112, 1, 2, shadow bow, go. D, E, now E to F sharp, down, up, F sharp to G, down, make a tunnel, basses. Cellos make a tunnel. Now open A, violins, violas. Down, up, down, up, down, up, off. Okay? Now, I would suggest that you pause the video and practice that out loud on your own and then try it with me. Okay? Remember, cellos in measure 4, you've got to make a tunnel, go from G to open A. Basses in measure 3, from F sharp to open G. You have to make a tunnel there. Okay? Play from the beginning. 1, 2, 112, and go. Down, up, down, up. Basses make a tunnel. Down, up. Cellos make a tunnel. Down, up. Now open A. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, forte, off. Okay? Again, practice those really well before you try your next video. The next video I'm going to split up into different instruments. Violin, violoncello will be one video. Bass will be a separate video because we're going to be slurring and crossing strings on this one, okay? And if you can't slur and stay on the same string, you're not going to be able to slur and cross strings. Okay, so practice especially 1, 10, 11, and 12 before you try your next video.